What is up, homies? Welcome back to another movie reaction from Heroes Reforged. We are watching Predator Badlands. Augustine has been waiting patiently to watch this for you guys on the channel. How are you feeling about checking out this movie?
First of all, I want to deeply apologize to Dan Trachtenberg. I have not seen your movie yet. There have people that have talked about this movie that don't normally talk about movies, and I'm like, okay, there's something special going on here. And it's Dan and the energy he's putting into it, and he did something really cool. And that's as far as I know.
I'm ready to go if you are.
Yeah. Let's go, baby. I'm excited.
Right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Dan talked about how this was like the equivalent of when you go see an IMAX movie and the frame opens, but they didn't shoot in IMAX. So starting really narrow in the cave and then like pushing through made it feel like really the frame expands. Yeah.
Good call, Danny boy. Oh, I like this. There's always a bigger fish out there, baby boy.
That's right. And for anybody who saw this in 3D, it was really great in 3D. Everyone who did the conversion did a great job. So that looks like a painting straight out of like concept art for Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh, he's got to earn his cloak. Interesting.
Also, I'm an absolute sucker for anything that is lightsaber-esque in any science fiction film. Any sword. I'm like, yep, give it to me.
Whoa. Nice move.
Sound design is also ridiculous.
Yeah.
So good.
Oof. Guáchale. Oh. Oh.
All right, great movie.
Hi. Oof. Not yet.
Yeah, you're basically just like naval-int until you prove yourself.
Yeah. It's like you don't exist until you prove yourself.
Yeah, it's a very brilliant opening because it explains so much in like 3-4 minutes about Yautja culture.
Yeah.
Fool. Also, having him be so much like
right there.
Yeah, and having him be so much smaller than his brother too. There's Naru.
Oh, was that her?
Yeah. And one of the creatures before was in Killer of Killers. All right, bet. I guess that's the one.
Yaslanzo ichit det jetio laichish sekchish.
Kudos to the VFX team, because all of that stuff where they're talking, except for the control panel, I think it's all blue screen. And it looks seamless.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
I think all of this too. I think
all of this stuff looks great. Like the compositing work looks fantastic.
Yeah, really great job.
They match the blurs and the edges look nice. It's all great. Is this Papa?
Pasito.
Oh yeah, that's Papa. That's Papa for sure.
Damn.
This guy's a piece of shit.
You're supposed to kill this little bitch. Like what?
Jesus Christ. It's so brutal.
Yeah, they're like very barbaric.
Yeah.
Cutthroat. Literally. But a brother loves a brother, I guess.
Wow. Oof. Oh. Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, this dad is an asshole.
Oh my god, this guy's a piece of shit. Oh, mother.
Yeah.
Dan, what are you doing to me, Dan? Dan, stop it.
This early into the movie.
Dan,
Damn
no,
it, Dan.
Dan, what are you doing, Dan? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That like turns my stomach. That's so brutal.
Awesome. So well done.
But I guess that's what it takes, right? Like this,
Yeah.
if they really are a warrior culture, that's exactly
Right.
what you do.
Yeah, man. It was a
Yautja.
real crazy emotional moment seeing that in the theater for the first time and being like, okay, I'm in for something very different that I'm not used to in the Predator universe.
Yeah. It's something that you kind of know is part of the culture, but to see it is like,
Right.
fuck, dude, that's crazy. So this guy's going out there with seemingly no supplies, just a busted ass ship.
Busted ass ship, emotionally busted up. Not great.
Yeah. Like he's got to get home and like be cool with his dad. That, dude. I'll never go back home.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Got his shit rocked.
It's just right off the bat. Oh my god. Seriously, he's got no supplies? That's it? It's just him? Oh, okay. He does have some supplies.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, all right. Yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
Dude, this
got a little bow and arrow,
soundtrack
got a little spear action.
is so good.
I like it's like tribally but synthy at the same time.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's Sarah Schechner who did the
Grenades?
music
Oh,
for
yeah.
Prey, and then Benjamin Wallfish who did the music for Killer of Killers are both doing it together.
Nice. Damn, even the trees are trying to get you. Oh no, they're jacking your shit. Hey.
Hey, fool! Yeah, like real man versus wild situation here.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, he's got his sword too. Hell yeah. There you go. There you go.
And this is why I don't go to the jungle.
Nice, nice, nice. Oh my god.
Look at him. He's already like bleeding. He's all over the place.
Man, this has got to look amazing in 3D. Jesus.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's great.
Aha. Use one mother to kill another mother. Wait, where's all your gear, bro?
Womp,
I'm so
womp.
worried about the gear. Okay.
Yeah, it's all he has. All right. Dude, look at this place.
Jeez. Oh my god. There's just a giant killer sphincter hanging out on top of a mountain.
20 minutes of the movie, the title reveal too, and I'm like, oh yeah, we haven't even done that yet.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, and obviously, like, I know that it's kind of obvious, but, you know, one thing that really wins you over with this movie is the practical suit that Demetrius Schuster called Matangi wears throughout this movie, and the beautiful VFX enhancements.
Yeah. That's how it should be done. That's how I kind of wish every, like, practical suit is done.
Yep.
Even the caterpillars are grenades. Jesus.
I will say it was a little bit of an adjustment for me when I saw the first 15 minutes at Comic-Con and the Yautja are talking and like just the idea of Yautja having full conversations. I was like, man, this is like something I'm not used to, but the movie sells you pretty quick on it.
No. Get away from it.
Yautja!
Oh, I forgot Elle Fanning was in this. I completely forgot Elle Fanning was in this. Oh, shit. Yeah, dude. Oh, and they grow back immediately. Okay, cool.
You're hunting the Kalisk.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Oh, it's in the bone.
3 darts were too much.
Oh no.
It's kind of a miracle he's still alive. Period.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, man.
That's great. She's my favorite already.
How about a lift? Let's go.
Leskaus toi muton luo.
Oh yeah. I've seen the Kalisk.
How you think I ended up here, bro? Even all these like visual effects with like removing the bottom half of her body, like it's all great.
Yeah. They did a good job to
Go on my
do
turn.
that. Have her prop herself up on her hands. Even though she clearly still has legs, but
yeah.
You could get the Kalisk. You could be the first. You may call me thief.
Oh,
And And what does the chewing? Your outside fangs or your inside teeth?
Oh my God.
I've never been. How fast were you going when your ship crashed? I call these Imbre Anguis.
Jeez. Everything's got darts.
Yeah.
Oh, that's acid.
They just want a snack.
3 snacks were too much.
Whoa.
You catch more flies with honey than you do with vinegar.
Mmm.
My God. Chewing his ear off.
Ask me anything. I bet I have the answer. Oh.
Titik udek. Sus takana räh.
It's like Chewie and C-3PO.
Just not in my ear, please.
We have a higher sensitivity than the others.
Ja tees harunja squea.
The sensitivity is what allows us to understand the creatures on this planet.
Sound like your toxic father.
Mm-hmm.
The last sound I remember hearing was Tessa. I didn't know what to do.
It's like,
Son of a bitch. Oh my God.
he was like,
Pay
cool
attention.
story, bro.
Believe she's dead.
Whoa.
So cool.
That's crazy.
Also, like, what a move to just put in Weyland Yutani and be like, oh yeah, I know robots.
Yeah. Straight up.
It's great because it's like it's utilizing both franchises to their fullest extent without having to like and still being somewhat subtle.
Acquire specimen. Jeez. That's wild.
Continued failure will result in your decommission.
Where's Thea?
The Yautja has Thea.
Hunting with a Yautja? Tessa wouldn't believe it. Just a warning.
EJ.
Don't touch those things. Yeah.
Razor grass.
Dummy. Yeah.
I remember seeing the theater
did
be
you
like,
expect?
they really thought up of everything in this movie. Grass that can kill. All right.
Yeah. There's nothing that's safe here.
What an odd critter. I've never seen you before.
Bone bison.
Jeez, how do those things not get shredded up?
Careful up in these trees. There are Luna bugs.
Oof.
Nice little Mission
Okay,
Impossible
Mission
moment.
Impossible. Yeah.
Jesus.
Stronger than it looks. Deck. Look.
There's gonna be a whole group. Oh no. Aye. Oh shit. Oh, that's crazy. Right down the middle.
That was a fun moment that they were trying to figure out in the movie, and then producer Ben was like, what if he throws it? Like, great moment.
This is a
Good
Luna
idea.
bug.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, dude, the fun don't stop.
Jeez. Whoa. Little guy's indestructible.
Yeah. Tough skin.
Oh, they move. Oh, no. Oh, God.
I don't even think I realized how much of an alien creature feature this was going to be.
Why'd you stop? Let's get out of here.
Gengtate show you all.
Oh, even the Luna bug's getting shredded.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
At this point, Deck is like overdue for a coffee. just a little siesta or something.
Man.
My God.
Oh, I didn't know they were going to be looking for Thea.
Yeah, also, Dan, great job. You cast 3 actors in this movie and use them everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? They'll all just be robots. Great.
Yep.
This is the dream team right here. The dynamic 3, the dynamic trio, the dynamic trio!
God, dude.
Truly thrilling. What was your favorite part?
Watch your hand unzang list.
Of course. Of course.
What did you expect? Of course that was going to be its answer.
Yeah.
Share your food.
Our little bud here looks hungry.
There you go.
I'm here because traveling with you is the best way to get back to Tessa.
Sitting swai hualau I wua.
But who would want to survive on their own?
I like her.
Yep.
I have a sister. What a lovely thought. I need to find her.
Shakes doizu. Nijlea sangyan. Shakes doizu.
Was that a joke?
Grunting.
This CG work on the practical suit is flawless. Like, I haven't seen or felt a single issue
Yeah.
with it working. It's crazy. This little monkey dude better not die.
I'll say nothing.
Don't you dare at him.
I literally, this is a huge testament and a huge compliment to the movie that I watched it last night and I'd already seen it 5 times and it's still like the moments that are funny are still funny after the 5th time. You know, like some of the comedic stuff wouldn't necessarily on paper be considered comedic, or it would be and you wouldn't think they'd play it that way. But the way that it's written, the way it's acted, you're like, man, this is like subtle humor and it works because you're not expecting it.
Yeah.
Some familiar looking skulls there, eh? Yeah, don't be so careless.
How do you know that shit wasn't gonna explode right in your face?
Yeah.
We can't leave Bud.
Bud.
Yeah, Bud.
But
Nijlea har.
The tree would have eaten us without her.
Clanatan.
Hell of a commitment too to like have one actor attached to the other. I know some of it they use like wires to help support Elle, so he's not carrying, you know, he's not carrying her full time, but
the whole
still.
weight. Yeah. That's Dan's just never gonna let us forget that everything's eating everything on this planet.
Yep.
Let's go.
That thing's as big as your head, bro.
There's a predator known as the wolf. They hunt in packs. The leader of the pack is the alpha.
Ang huwag ay yushar chokweshen. Nukstiayo.
I'm trying to kill everything.
The alpha is actually the one who best protects the pack.
Chokwesh awo huwag. Wayo chish.
Jeez.
Brother, you are missing the point.
Yeah, that's not how it works, my guy. But okay.
Hey, Augustine, your favorite place, I think New Zealand.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think some of this is in New Zealand.
Yeah, looks a little familiar. Jeez.
Typical human behavior, just causing destruction and mischief wherever we go.
The Callus destroyed most of our mission team.
Yeah, get out of my house. Go away.
There I am.
Whoa.
Synchronized.
You need to leave now.
I called Tessa. The company is on its way. You can't be here when they arrive.
Sangut alist au yen.
The company sent us here to capture the Callusk. You think your brother saved your life just so you could die here?
Dit ja e harley eslan ich rachiu.
What a lemon twist.
Chiswin swai yangak.
You tell your bitch ass sister to come over here and see what I do to her.
Oh. Fuel, oil?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell of a shot.
We love a good we love a
shit.
subtle dolly zoom. Yeah, all right. Good luck, bud.
Jesus. Oh my god.
All right.
Really? Just one-on-one? Brother. Jesus. Okay. Love a good shield, but my guy.
It didn't last long.
Whoa. No. That's why you can't kill it. It's a regener. Oh, son of a. Oh, son of a.
I just wanted to reattach my goddamn legs.
Oh shit. Oh god.
Sis, you're on your own.
Jeez. Oh. Oh, no way. It's going to go its head back. Of course it is. Of course it is. Spinal cord and
darts
all.
wasn't enough.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Brother, what are you going to do against that? You can't do anything. Oh, it smells the mark. It smells the mark. Shit. Oh no, not Deck. Oh no. Oh man. What the hell?
Die twee. In gooi recht.
That's not Theo.
Ja, my wol. Jlay twingot tis har wol.
The Yautja cull their weak. Why were you spared?
Okay, thanks.
Bitch.
Mak har wol. Wat jamut Yautas woktjach.
And you are now property of the Wayland Yutani Corporation.
Playing these dual roles of like the quirkiest, lightest, funnest little character, and then being just kind of ruthless. I'm like, damn, that's pretty great.
A little ray of sunshine and then a real douche.
Tish, shai won wol.
The creature is a regenerative miracle. Humanity will thank us. And Mother will be pleased with your additional catch.
Humans are like, we're dying, help us, please.
Yeah. It's just like the whales in Avatar.
Exactly.
Whoa. Oh, what are you doing to him?
But its technology is valuable. We can salvage its weapons.
Good idea. We're going to need a sample for research.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. She caught on.
We can be more than what they ask of us.
What can we be?
Sisters.
They should have got Dakota Fanning to play this part.
That would have been pretty amazing.
That would have been rad.
Do you know why Mother gave us feeling?
So we could understand the creatures on this planet and
Exploit them.
Womp womp.
He rescued me. Like you rescued me.
I did not come here to rescue you.
Sweet summer child.
I almost made the same mistake the Yautja's brother made. The weak must be culled. And Thea, you're broken.
Like you said, Agustin, a real douchebag.
He's a real douche.
Motivate the Yautja to explain its weapons.
And the unit?
Box her up.
Jesus, man. I mean, it's a great little moment to just align Theo with Deck. And then it all like clicks together.
Jlingen en wingai.
Joya Jish. Jailus.
Jlays nga joyut wingai.
What is the device?
Dloyo den har. Rektash har utles.
He says it's a map.
How does it work?
Hell yeah.
If you survive the toy, you're good.
Y'all never had an Etch a
You're good.
Sketch? Damn.
Yeah, no. Whoa.
I hope he takes a nice vacation after this.
Yeah, this dude needs to go to Disneyland or something. It's starting to feel a little bit like Predator. A little bit.
Right? I mean, Dan Trachtenberg, he said it a lot. He's like, you know, Deck is kind of like the Dutch type of character in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just battling the elements.
The emotions.
This movie does not give him like 1 minute to just process anything.
No, not at all.
Shish achmut kai boy wolf.
His brother's the alpha wolf. Got an endless supply of razor wire. Got little grenades.
Yup.
Oh, this is totally. This is totally from Predator 1.
Yup.
This is great.
Real Dutch energy here. I will use everything around me. Don't worry. Come on.
Yep. She did say you have to work with the land.
Yep. Come on, take a little whiff. Let me use you. You son of a bitch.
I got a little snackies. Got little snackies.
Well.
Alisk. Andin alisk.
I see it now.
Yep. I like you. Hell yeah. Now we got a movie.
Oh man, there we go. Best supporting actor, Elle
Legs.
Fanning's legs.
Dude, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Are these legs about to do a Mission Impossible? Woo!
Cooked.
Whoa,
Literally.
straight through. Oh, because it's using the little spitty thingy.
Yep, dude, look at him.
Whoa, what? He made his own mask?
As soon as I saw this, I was like,
Jesus.
he looks like Jason Voorhees or something. Straight out of Friday the 13th.
dude.
It looks amazing.
This guy used all his environment to create a new look. It's great.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see at all.
Yep. Oof. Oh my god. I got him. Wow. This little baby's so strong.
Yeah.
I love that it walks like RoboCop.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Dang. Amazing.
Nicely done.
Hell yeah.
Jeez, that whip is insane.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a vine specimen.
Got him. Dude, I want like a statue of that version of Deck.
Yeah.
So good.
A little tag team with herself. This is awesome.
Amazing.
Did you guys ever ask Dan who choreographed these fights? Because this is brilliant.
Yeah, actually, the stunt choreographer is on the director's commentary with Dan.
Okay. Good. I need to watch that next.
Yeah.
Well, I'll watch it when I get it on Blu-ray.
There you go.
There you go.
So good.
Watch me do a magic trick.
Just high-fiving myself, no big
Little
deal.
high five. Little high five, no biggie.
Dad.
Hey.
Salutonchis.
Shit, no mames.
Came back for me?
Wolf.
There you go. Wolf.
Oh.
You figured it out,
What exactly
Deck.
are you wearing?
Out the sweet.
Yeah, don't I look badass? They're gonna need to make an action figure of me.
Deck of the Yautja.
You and I. Tia.
More of them will be here any minute.
I got you a leg.
Do you still need it?
Alles ang den.
Yeah.
Mission.
Now it just
has
wants
changed.
to reunite it.
Yep.
Yep.
Alles auk edau. Idok ichtak.
Also, all these synths are played by the same actor, and it's, you know, at a certain point, I forget that it's all composited together because it looks so clean. And maybe they're using obviously like stand-ins and stuff, but like, look at that. I mean, it looks flawless.
It looks good. Yeah.
Probably some face replacements, whatever. Some doubles that have hats on. You can't tell exactly. But like, it all works.
Yeah. The gun kind of helps hide the face a little bit. So does the lens flare.
Yeah.
But it all works, baby. Jeez.
That is efficiency.
Incredible. You set up a little death hallway. Daredevil could never. Daredevil could never. Yeah. It's a nice little throwback here.
Yep.
Oh, this is way bigger than the other one. It's way bigger.
You've been on my ship, haven't you? Oh, man.
Oh.
That's a real homie.
Sacrifice your life, little lizard. Oh. Poor little guy.
Now you really pissed him off. Jesus.
Oh. God damn.
Great one or two.
That was a oneer?
Yeah, up until he gets like thrown and then it cuts, yeah.
What are you doing here? I told you to get to the Yautja.
What should we do about the creature?
What creature?
Who, me?
You should listen to her.
I should listen to her.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. No time for small talk.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Surprise! Wow! There you go.
How does it feel to be hunted?
Tish hoy wolf.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Now you gotta deal with the mama.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we got a little kaiju battle going on here.
That is definitely
Listen, man,
in the
you
bone.
can't kill Wolverine. Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt for a little bit. Just gonna feel it next week.
That's gonna leave a mark. Nice.
Very nice. Oh, ho. Yo, we need to get Deck on the Dodgers, homie. It's a good shot.
Dang.
Whoa.
She ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 3.
I don't know, but I mean, unless she got absolutely chewed up, she's gonna blast right out of that thing.
Hey boy, get over here. I smelled that spit on you earlier.
Mm-hmm. You could go back to your shitty family, or you could stay here with this nice family.
Right? It's a big, dumb sci-fi fantasy, and I was in the theater and I was like, why am I so emotionally moved by this?
Yeah.
It's like very heartfelt.
I knew it. She's not dead.
Yeah, and then this just pissed me off. So, I say this respectfully,
no.
Dan. Fuck you for doing this.
Oh, Dan, how dare you?
Yeah. Like, great. A really nice, heartfelt moment. And then you do this. Damn you.
You T-1000'd them.
Yeah.
Dan, you couldn't let me have this one little moment, Dan. This one little moment.
Sitting in the theater, I'm going, really? Really, man? Can't have a win? Can't have one win in this movie, please? Come on.
How dare you, Dan? How dare you?
You son of a bitch.
No.
Baby cows needed a win.
Yep.
Must hold in emotions, must not cry for the 5th time.
Sister.
Damn. Looking real Nebula.
All right, Dak, I'm gonna need you to step up here, buddy.
We're not sisters.
Correct.
There you go. I'm gonna take that shoulder cannon back.
Chitan,
Yep.
There you go. Hell yeah.
There you go. There's your trophy deck. You can't leave now, Deck. You're Papa now.
Why?
You're Papa
Damn
now,
this
dude.
movie.
young eye.
Not yet. Still not yet. You got
Still
some
gonna
unfinished
go back
business.
to that dickhead? Jesus, man. Gonna go tell your dad off? What are you gonna do?
He goes out there. Who the f out here at 4 a.m. making all that ruckus? It's a Saturday. I'm sleeping in.
Ich sag wensisch. Idok ich red. Mischild. Sex Wager. Wulton.
Okay.
Oh, he made a new one out of the razor grass.
Yup. Yo. You the wrong Yautja.
Woof. That goddamn cloak. That goddamn cloak.
Been a real pain in the ass since 87.
Smart guy over here. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Brilliant move. Brilliant move. Brilliant move.
Yo.
Yeah, get him back. Get him back. Let everybody in the kingdom watch this.
That's one ugly. My ass.
That's not how it works, brother. That's not how it works, brother.
There you go. Yeah.
Yo, Bud is huge.
Yep. The perfect way to show like the slightest passage of time. Yeah.
I'll take my cloak now, thank you.
Deck of the Yautja.
Yes. Now he is.
Dang. Now I need a part 2. I need a part 2.
But before we go.
About to see a Guardians of the Galaxy style fight. Oh. Oh no, it's Wayland Yutani?
More friends of yours?
Nope.
Oh shit, I forgot about Mom. Oh shit. Ooh, she comes out with a big ass chancla, just like, what did you do?
Mijo, what were you doing?
The chancla's just flying out of the fucking front of the ship.
You heard it here first, Dan.
His head
if
pops
Mother
off.
doesn't have a fucking flying chancla, brother, don't even bother putting the movie out.
It's just gonna be chancla launchers on her shoulder. Just
well, that's Predator Badlands for you, man.
It's good shit. It's good shit. Now Stefan Grub, the homeboy.
Yep. Stefan Grub actually
it's
also
good
voiced
stuff, man.
Quay, Deck's brother.
Oh no way.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then he also
That's
did
cool.
the editing for the movie with Dan's brother David, which I did not even know, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's a big budget film, obviously, but you know, it's not an Avengers Endgame. It's not a $250-400 million movie, and it still feels like it's very much like it's a family movie in a lot of ways. You know, like Stefan and Dan, just like they told us, they've been together since the Bad Robot Paramount days when they made 10 Cloverfield Lane. So it's this very tight family who is continuing to make these movies, which is awesome. It's so cool.
Yeah, I remember when we were talking with him, the one interview that I was part of, where when I saw them just interacting, they were interacting like homies. Like they weren't interacting like a movie producing, like duo. They were acting like friends. And when they were talking about the movie production process, well, at least when it came to Killer of Killers, about just like just imagining cool stuff. Like, what could we do? What's interesting? What would be fun to see? Like, what would we like to see? And that totally comes across here. Like the story and the plot is not very complicated, and it doesn't need to be. Yeah. It's solid. It's just absolutely solid. It pulls on all the right heartstrings when it needs to. It shows you a different side of the Yautja that, like, we started off with the Yautja that everybody had known for the past however long the Predator series has been around.
Yeah, 40
but then
years
to flip
almost.
it around and be like, yeah, 40 years, right? People just dreaming of new scenarios and what they were like, and just imagining, and just to have this out there to say, you know, yeah, they're you know, they're killers, they're predators, they're top-notch predators, but there's also some bonds and some ties in there, and something that you can connect with. And I think what was really cool is how Dan described it as like we never see, like, we always see the Yautja getting killed, even though they're supposed to be these top predators.
Right.
So to see one of them win in a not roundabout way, but to get a win, it's really nice to see. It's really cool, and you get to root for that guy, even though he is a Yautja, even though he's still part of this whatever. Like, it's cool it's a really cool way to get us to root for a Yautja.
It is. Well, and I think this movie does a lot to give the Yautja culture dimension, because like you were saying, the Predator, not that the Predator has been one note, because I think the thing that some of the Predator movies have done well, I mean, especially that first one, the first movie does a great job of even though the Predator is a killer through and through, the Predator still has personality. You know, he's mocking the soldiers by reenacting their voices and throwing it back at them and laughing at them and all that stuff. So there's already this there's already some character work built into it. But I think what this movie does, and Killer of Killers also to an extent, it starts to show us these elements of Yautja culture that just gives it this three-dimensionality that I think was, I don't even want to say it was missing, but it just was never a part of the movie. I think it was very much like Yautja comes to Earth or comes to planet where there are human characters and tries to eliminate them or destroy them. Or, you know, in Predators, the characters happen to be on a planet that is like mostly inhabited, I think, by Yautja. So, yeah, I like that this kind of gives us a little bit more. And, you know, so what was really cool about going to the screening last night was that there was a post Q&A with Dan, Demetrius Schuster-Kolomatangi, who plays Dak, and Alec Gillis, who is the special effects consultant. He's been around since the first Predator movie. He's helped build all the suits. His involvement through some of the movies has evolved and changed, but Dan has been specifically working with him for these last, 3 movies, because why not? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He knows everything there needs to be known about Yautja suits and how to make it look good. But, like that's been a big part of the conversation of like, Dan is really writing a handbook that never existed for the Predator franchise before. And Dan has told us even like he came into the franchise and he was like, great, where's the handbook? What are my guidelines? Where are the rails?
What was it to play with? Yeah,
and he was expecting something like Star Wars. And when he came in there, they were like, oh, there's no handbook. You just go make a movie.
So do whatever you want.
Yeah, and that's what Al Gillis was saying, was that, Dan is really building what the handbook is to coming into the Predator universe and how to play in that universe, which I think is so exciting because it allows you the freedom and creativity to kind of do whatever you want, and you're not really bound by anything. Like, obviously, if you want to take the other movies into consideration, which he clearly does, dropping Easter eggs from all the movies into each other, I think that's a really cool place to be creatively, when you can kind of do no wrong, essentially. As long as the audience, there's some relatability and there's some ways for the character or for the audience to have an in to understand who the characters are. And obviously to have something heartfelt and to have something relatable is a big plus and a big bonus. And I think that's why people have latched on to all the characters in all of these movies. Like Hector and I were watching Killer of Killers, and I leaned over and I was like, the sword, that's my favorite. And then he's like, oh, the shield, that's my favorite. So there's something that's in there for everyone to really enjoy. So I think that's just a huge testament to the really great writing, the great performances, whether it's Elle Fanning or Demetrius, who crushes it in this movie. He's the first actor, I would say, who really has to bring humanity to a Yautja character. And I know that there was a little bit of apprehension with some people going like, oh, are we trying to make Yautja like too relatable? But you see Dek's story and you can't help but one, just like fall in love with this character and who he is and what he's fighting for. But also there's this underdog story that you're like, oh my God, yeah, like this movie gives me a real reason to root for this character, which, you don't always necessarily are rooting for the Yautja, because they are typically framed as like the villain of the movie. So for the movie to this movie to really flip that and change that, I think is such a strength. And like you were saying, it makes you really excited to want to see what's next, and you want to see more of Yautja and Thea and the Callous child, Bud. So yeah, I think it's a big win, really big win.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the shot in the arm that I think this franchise needed, specifically because Predator's so fucking cool, dude. Yeah. The Predator franchise is just so cool. And for the first entry to be so fucking strong, it deserves follow-ups like Prey, like Killer of Killers, like Badlands. And it's very clear that Dan loves this stuff and that he wants to keep doing stuff like this. So yeah, dude, more power to him. I want to see him do this until he feels like he can't do it anymore. Yeah. And then hopefully we have somebody else who wants to come in and do something just as cool, because he's laying some really good groundwork. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I also think that, again, like just bringing in Weyland-Yutani robots into the story and just playing in that world, you're not doing that unless you are, and I don't even want to say he's making a promise, but it's a nice way of telling the audience like, hey, if you end up liking this and you support it and we get to do more, there's a world in which we can cross over Alien and Predator again, the big screen. And if they do get to that point, do we have full faith that someone like Dan will deliver on the promise of that, and will deliver on the promise of what it means to take those iconic characters, because they are iconic. There's no way around that, right? It's like Predator, Alien have now been elevated to iconic status. And a lot of it is due to those original movies, but also now you've got Alien Romulus, that was great, Alien Earth, which is also great, Prey, Killer of Killers, and now Badlands. We're 5 projects in, and which is crazy because I feel like those movies, except for maybe Predator, were mostly like kind of on ice for years. Nobody was really doing much with Alien. Predator was like really hit and miss for like 30 years. And everybody was wondering like, oh, are these series cooked? Are they done for? Like maybe there's nothing left to say. And then you have these 5 projects come out in a crazy way, back to back to back to back to back. And I'm sure also unintentionally, like it just so happened that, these things were all happening at the same time. And for all of them to be good to really great, that's also not common when it comes to these types of franchises. So it's a really good place for both of these things to be in. And I think even after the acquisition of 20th Century by Disney, I was pessimistic. I was like, well, what the hell are they going to do with Alien and Predator? I don't know if I have a lot of faith in Disney, because at the time we didn't know what was going to happen with 20th Century, whether it was going to continue being what it is or not. And, the Predator had come out and that didn't do well. And Dan has told us how, he really wanted to pitch this idea of Prey to the executives, and they were already making something. So even he at the time wasn't sure, like, oh, maybe this will never move forward. But to be here 7 years later, 8 years later almost now, or to have 5 projects that are really great pieces of lore of each of these 2 properties is a great place. So I'm really hoping that in the future we'll get to see something. And if anything, it made me really excited to see Fede Alvarez at the premiere for Predator Badlands, and to see him and Dan interacting. And it's cool. So I hope that there continue to be conversations in the future of how these things can tie together, and we can get a really good Alien versus Predator movie, because I think the fans are like long overdue, and I think it's just like the natural step for this thing, while still continuing to tell Alien and Predator stories individually too. Like I have stakes in Predator, because Predator came out the weekend that I was born. Predator opened June 12th. Adam was born June 14th. So I'm rooting, man. I'm rooting for Predator. Predator's my guy. So the whole Yautja culture, those are my people. So It's your somehow fraternal twin.
It is.
Your cinematic paternal twin.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, man, just a really great movie. And Demetrius again. Oh, this is the other thing that I did want to say that Alec Gillis brought up yesterday at the screening was, you know, he's a practical guy. He's all about practical. And we've talked about practical and how sometimes the best use of visual effects is when it's married with practical, some sort of practical element as the source. And he was saying, you know, like they even tried animatronic mouth and eyes and all kinds of stuff. And it really, this movie really convinced him, and it sort of it made him accept that it's okay. You can do a practical suit and it will have CG enhancements. And as long as the performance, again, Demetrius Schuster-Kolomatangi brushes it, as long as the performance is there and the visual effects artists have the assets and the time and the resources to do what they need to do, you will get a performance that is that incredible, because it is it is amazing what they do with the subtlety of the movements. And, you know, like a testament to when you watch things like Avatar. Avatar is writing the playbook, has been writing the playbook, and movies like Avatar of like, when you really devote the time to give artists, like visual effects artists, the resources and the time, they can make really amazing shit. And this movie is just another reflection of that. Yeah. So really good.
Yeah. Yeah. I would put these VFX on the facial level as the Pirates of the Caribbean with Captain Barboza, with the
like
squid
Dead Man's
face
Chest with
that he has,
Davy Jones,
right? Like with Davy, and just like that squid face, like that still looks like some of the best CG you've ever seen.
Yeah,
because it felt so flawless. And this facial, I had zero moments of disbelief with any of the facial action and the CG that was put on the face. And that's most likely because they gave the artist time to really refine the look and really blend it in and make it look solid. And then also giving all your artists all the assets they need to make that happen. Right. Dan's one of those guys that would do that, you know? Yeah. And so, I mean, it's, you know, it's a huge testament, huge milestone in filmmaking, I would say, to revive sort of like a franchise that's definitely was on the fringes after 40 years. Man, more props to Dan, and just props to Dan and Stefan for being such cool dudes.
I know.
Like, it's easy for them to, you know, just to ignore us and just to be like, yeah, well, you know, we're big movie makers and we did your podcast once and twice, but whatever. No, like, they're genuinely nice, cool people. Every time we've seen them, they've been super nice. They remember everything. They remember us. And it's just, you know, you couldn't ask for nicer dudes, for this to happen to nicer dudes, because they're totally, they're not the Hollywood types that people think of when, you know, you think of filmmakers and
1000%.
Industry people and all that stuff. They are the opposite of that. They're really cool dudes.
Yeah. And, you know, I know that Dan finds this sort of like kinship between us because, you know, he was also a YouTuber. Now he's this amazing writer, director.
That's true. You know? That's true.
So and it's cool. And I mean, he even wrote that when he signed my copy of Prey, he even said that, you know, cut from the same cloth. And it's true, man. Like, there's nothing that makes, I think, all of us happier than seeing good people win in the industry. And I feel like this team who is making these movies, you know, they genuinely just want to like make cool stuff with their friends, and they want to put their heart and soul into making art that everyone can enjoy. And like, you know, and with a franchise like Predator that has traditionally been this very R-rated, gory, bloody sort of thing, to come into a PG-13 movie and you walk out and you go, I didn't miss the R rating. It had everything that I wanted. It pleased me in every way. It had the robotic blood and guts and gore that I didn't know I needed. It has the heart, the humor. It's got it all. It's got the action. So it's just, again, testament to like people who want to make things that they're really passionate about, going out there and getting a chance to do it. And like you were saying, they're really great people. I mean, every time we see Dan, I mean, when we saw Stefan, you know, we met Stefan once on that podcast, and he saw us at the premiere and he was like, hey, and was just so nice to Hector and I, and Dan. Every time we see him, it's nothing but like hugs and just really great conversation. So I feel like we're very, very lucky that we made we don't, truthfully, like we don't have filmmaking friends in the industry who are at this level. At least I don't. Maybe Hector does, because he's been doing a lot of stuff over the years, really closely tied to a lot of movie projects. But Dan is like the first real like filmmaking friend that I feel like we have who's doing movies at this scale. And in a lot of ways, I look up to him a lot because of what he's doing, because I think it's so cool to go from where he started to where he is now. And I think about that a lot when I'm like, okay, what do I want to be doing? And what kind of projects do I want to be working on? And outside of like making YouTube stuff. Yeah, man. Okay, cool. If I really love Halloween, that franchise or any franchise, I really need to just go out there and make something that like no one was maybe expecting from the franchise or whatever. And it doesn't have to be Halloween. It could be anything, just to get out there and just to start making stuff again. It's like really inspired my creativity to see him do such cool shit with Predator. So yeah,
Adam,
anyway.
you could be the Dan Trachtenberg of Halloween. You could be that guy.
I know, it would be pretty rad.
Resuscitate this series, revive cool. This series like Michael Myers did in the first movie.
I'm back, motherfuckers. But yeah, guys, if this is your first time watching Predator Badlands, if it's not, how did you feel? How did it make you feel? Did it make you excited about the future of what this franchise is, I think, going to do? And I know there's also obviously conversation about Dan signing a 3-year deal with Paramount, a first look deal. He did remind us and tell us that, Predator stuff is still in the cards. Like, he still has more stories he wants to tell. He still has more stuff he wants to do. Yeah. The team is very enthusiastic. So I think if anybody maybe was worried that was maybe going to go away, worry not. I think there will be more stuff happening in the future. And I will continue to grill him for information, even though he may not want to tell me, which is understandable. But yeah, let us know how you felt about this movie, how you're feeling about the Predator stuff moving forward, and check out everything else we're watching. We have reactions for Prey, we'll get to Killer of Killers, and we'll get to some of the other movies as well, because I think there's going to be a lot more stuff to look forward to. So check that out. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Heroes Reforged is gonna react. Heroes Reforged is gonna review. Heroes Reforged is gonna discuss. That's why we are watching